wouldn't they teach me that day one?
There's certain stuff.
I didn't know.
You learn a lot of sex.
There's certain stuff you just not gonna learn unless you're there, like
Right.
in it.
Right.
Yeah. What's your what's your favorite project that you've done?
There's a project I'm working on right now that will be my favorite project
Ooh.
because it's all mine.
All right. Let me ask another question that you can answer then. Oh wait, why is that your favorite project?
He probably can answer that one because it's his.
Yeah.
I can't answer a lot because he's done so many things. You know,
Okay, so the problem is there's a lot of guys who are not skateboarders who are getting those jobs, and so it's always been a goal to be that guy, right? To get those bigger high-end skate campaigns, and so whatever. It took me like 3 years to come up with the idea, and because I can't just do like anything, right? It has to be perfect. It has to come from the heart. It has to be real, and come from real experience. And if you don't do something like that, it's not going to be authentic and it's not going to work.
Yeah.
So whatever. I came up with the idea. My like cat jumped on me at like 2 a.m. and woke me up, and I sat up, and I was like, what if I didn't sit up? And then it made me think, what if you don't get up? Like, what happens when you fail and you don't get up? You become nothing. So it just follows a skateboarder who decided not to get up, and what would happen to him if he didn't get up.
Look at that. Oh, you want that?
I know. It's like,
I want that story.
I think it's fascinating.
Yeah.
Because we all have a choice, so it's interesting to see what the other choice.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like success is failure, right? You have to
Yeah.
fail, and then if you decide to keep going, you'll probably succeed.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you really just don't have it, right? Or you have bad politics, right? Say some good shit to people.
I shouldn't be here. So I'll use this to kind of ask you guys, since you guys are creators and models and actresses and all that too. Just being in the entertainment industry, like tell us about something like where you had to like, you know, persevere, so to speak, to like get up and continue to like tell us about your journey and like what you've gone through in entertainment.
I could be here all
yeah.
day.
Oh, dang.
Awesome story.
Give us a short version.
Yeah.
So what, like, you know, tell us like what do you do?
What do I do? So I actually have a corporate background.
Nice.
And I quit my corporate job and was like, I'm going to become a model.
Yeah. What was the corporate job? What was the
I
corporate?
did sales and finance. So I'm going to become a model, not knowing what the heck that even entailed. And I lived in New Hampshire.
Oh, there's nothing out there. I mean, for mine.
4 seasons.
I'm not for modeling. I'm sorry. All right.
But you had to be here.
Yes. So I did the modeling out there for as long as I could. I had to pick up a bunch of jobs, a bunch of different jobs just to make ends meet. And then I started meeting a lot of people through social media and came out to LA, Miami, Atlanta. And LA was just something that I was like, wow, like everyone actually works together and supports each other. That's crazy. I never
saw that? That was your first time coming out here?
Yeah, I never had that in New Hampshire because I was the only creative in my bubble.
Yeah.
Everyone's a 9 to 5, you know, they go to school, they have children, they have lives, you know, but me, I was like, no, I'm different. But a lot of personal stuff, I went through a lot of personal things with my family and mental health. So I'm a 2-time suicide survivor. So there's a lot of things that I've gone through and that I've witnessed. And I was like, you know what? I have to make something out of this. You know, like I'm not here for no reason, you know, like I have a purpose and I'm still kind of navigating what that is and what that looks like. But for me, it's just, I think there's so much beauty in having an idea and being able to execute it and bring it into real life. I think that is something that's just so fascinating. And being in the LA culture, it's just like we all have such creative minds. We all have an amazing network, and being able to just sit down and have a conversation and be like, hey, I have this idea, and then everyone has their own little hat in the same project, I think it's great. I absolutely love that.
Yeah, I've seen your work. I've seen you work with some of my friends. Dane, who's a great director. Like you said, Matt, who's a great writer that we know. And us, like you said, and we have a community of people that are creators that collaborate and support each other.